Hey everybody, it's old Dirty Dick Black Shack here, and BigPEmu is now available on iOS, so if you're seeing this, please go buy it immediately. The App Store link is going to be in the video description here, so if you do have an iOS device, you know, I really don't expect it's going to sell super great, because I mean, it is an Atari Jaguar emulator, and I've got it priced at $10, so you know, it's both a very niche interest and $10. You know, a lot of people are too cheap to pay $10 these days. But yeah, no, it would really help a lot for anybody who is at all interested to go buy it. Kind of in this window, because you know, as much hope as there might be for getting it on any of those App Store lists, or you know, getting it highlighted by any kind of algorithm or store feature, that hope would be like right now, pretty much. So. Yeah, appreciate the support, as always. And but anyway, the point of this video is now that that port is out, there's going to generally be more of a need, I think, to create these new BigP images that I've just introduced this format in version 1.16 of BigPEmu, and this is basically a custom CD image format that is both very fast and optimized, and it still offers some degree of compression. Not a super great compression ratio or anything like that, but you know, it's functional. But more importantly, it's in terms of performance, it's even better than like Q files and CDI and all that. And so if you are using CD images in the mobile port, this is pretty much the optimal way to go, both for performance and for storage use and all that. So the way that you create these things is actually by using BigPEmu itself, the desktop version, and either the Linux or the Windows ports can be used for this. And of course, if you're on Mac OS or something, the Windows ports run great through various Wine distributions, or like Crossroads, or pretty much anything that you could think of, because BigPEmu is really, in terms of platform dependencies and APIs, it's very, very basic, and it should run on pretty much everything. So the way that you do this with the desktop version is you need to run in developer mode, and to enable developer mode, you need to pass the dev mode switch on the command line. So the way I'm going to show you how to do this here is just create a shortcut under Windows, and the first argument, a lot of people get confused by this, so I'm going to highlight it very specifically here. The first argument is always expected to be the path to an image file, basically. And if you don't want to launch with an image file, just put garbage there, it'll work fine. So as you might be able to see here, I don't know, based on, you know, size of the video and resolution and all that, but basically I just put X as the image path. So we've got BigPEmu.exe space X space, and then we're going to put dash or hyphen dev mode. All one word, all lowercase. Alright, now that we've done that, we'll run the shortcut. And you'll notice over here you got a new developer menu. Alrighty. And down here at the bottom of the developer menu, you've got your new create BigP image options. And so to quickly explain these two options, preserving subchannel data is usually a good idea, but if you're going to do that, be absolutely certain that you have a drive that is capable of returning subchannel data at the end of raw reads, because basically if you don't, there's no real detection for that, but it will just kind of write garbage for all that subchannel data, and that will cause various problems when trying to run the image. It's just kind of a bad idea to distribute images with garbage subchannel data. So make sure that is that you have a supported drive if you're actually going to use this option. I do, so you know, I can enable that. And compression prepass, this is totally optional. It usually doesn't help a whole lot, but the format does have the ability to do sector aliasing through kind of a dictionary system at no actual runtime cost. And so you can optionally do this, and if you do it, it'll read through the whole image initially to create kind of a dictionary of sectors, and potentially save you some storage space, as well as potentially some read time. Okay, so After you've done that, you have either the option to create from physical media, which is if you have an actual physical Jaguar disk or an audio disk or whatever you want to preserve in a physical drive, you can use this. Or if you are creating an image from a QBin or from a CDI file, you can use this option. So I'm going to select this just to demonstrate. Here I've got a CDG, a Fleetwood Mac CDG image, which happens to be in CDI here. So let's select this, and so you can see it is, this is the initial pass where it's just reading the image and creating a dictionary. Now it's actually doing the read and encode combination, which of course takes a bit longer. So it's going to do this, and once it is actually finished, you'll have your resulting BigPImage file, and that is what you can then copy over to your mobile device and import and load directly in the iOS port of BigPEmu. And of course, these are also usable in this version 1.16 and later of all the ports. So it's generally pretty much the ideal format to have your Jaguar disk images in. I do not have a path for converting back from BigPImages to other things, so I don't recommend just deleting your source data if you are encoding from other images or something. You probably want to keep those stored somewhere, but these BigPImage files are the ideal runtime format to use with BigPEmu, and I will be continuing to use this format for emulators going forward, most likely, but the format is very much under construction still, so I'm not releasing specs until I have things a little more solidified. But as I make updates to it, I will of course have the runtime offer backward compatibility, so you don't have to worry about me breaking all your BigPImage files on you and such. But I wouldn't go ahead and start encoding non-Jaguar things as BigPImages just yet, because that could potentially cause some issues. But yeah, so there's that. Yeah, please purchase and enjoy the new mobile port, iOS port of BigPEmu, and I'll see you later.